So we'll start with that.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we arrive at our first outpost, the river portion of today's expedition is concluded. If you've enjoyed your trip so far, you may exit on the dock side of the boat. If you have not enjoyed it, well, you can enter on the riverside.
Wow, come on, let's go exploring.
I'm hot. I'd rather go swimming.
I wouldn't recommend it.
And why not?
Well, let's just say if the piranhas don't get you, the electric eels will. If the electric eels don't get you, the crocs will. If the crocs don't get you, the snakes will.
Okay, I get it. No swimming.
Hey, look, a trail of leafcutter ants. I read about in my jungle book. See how they're carrying the little pieces of leaves on their back?
Wow, that is so cool. Cassie, come take a look.
No, I'd rather not. I hate bugs, remember?
And what's amazing is they're one of the strongest creatures on Earth. They can carry up to 50 times their body weight. That's like one of us carrying a minivan with our mouth.
Wow.
That is incredible.
Hey, do you think we're going to see any Hercules beetles?
Oh, I don't see why not. The jungle is crawling with them. Get it?
Ha ha ha.
So what's a Hercules beetle?
Oh, it's this gigantic black bug with a big nasty claw on the front.
It's actually a horn, if you want to get technical about it.
So how big is it?
Well, let's just say it's one of the world's largest insects. And that's saying something considering we're in a place with spiders as big as dinner plates.
What?
Yeah, they even made a movie about it. The Hercules beetle that ate New York City. It came from everywhere. It came from nowhere.
Stop it. You're creeping me out.
Oh, stop. He's just teasing.
No, you're not.
No, seriously, they're about that big.
Ew,
And speaking of bugs, did you know that over 90% of the animal species in the jungle are insects? And that within a square mile, there could be over 50,000 different species. So you know what that means. They are literally everywhere.
Gross. Can we please change the subject?
Hey, look at this frog.
Oh, it's so tiny and colorful.
I wonder if it'd let me hold it.
No, Zane, stop. Don't touch it. It's a poison dart frog. Very beautiful, but very deadly.
Really?
You know, I think I have enough pets.
And the golden ones are the worst. One gold frog has enough poison to kill 20,000 mice.
Okay, that's it. I think I've seen enough. I'm going back to the boat, and don't try to stop me.
It's going to be a long week for her.
Then I'm going to try to do my best to make this her best trip ever.
I hope you are up for a challenge.
In the meantime, we still need to unload supplies from the boat. Zane, you want to give me a hand?
Sure.
Hello? Who's there? CJ? Zane? Oh, please don't be a tiger or bear. Are there bears in this jungle? What is that noise? Kale?
Hello.
What were you doing in the jungle?
Well, you see, right as we were getting off the boat, my hearing aid stopped working, and while I was changing the battery, I saw this adorable little sloth way up in a tree. Did you know sloths spend 90% of their lives hanging upside down?
I had no idea.
God is so creative. So anyway, I was curious, and I just had to climb up to get a closer look.
You climbed a tree.
Well, sure, why not? It's not like it was that high, maybe only 60 feet or so.
60 feet?
Yeah, give or take. So that's why I was in the woods. Where is everybody?
Well, Cassie went back to the boat, and the guys went to get supplies.
I see. So are you having a good time so far?
I am, but Cassie would rather be at home, so it's kind of hard.
That's too bad.
Zane seems like a good kid.
Oh, he is. And I just love him to pieces.
You two seem pretty close.
We are, especially since my wife passed away. She and Zane had such a special relationship. And now I'm just trying to fill that empty hole as best I can.
That's awesome. I'll bet you're a great grandpa. I mean, a wonderful grandpa. So, can I ask you a question? I can tell you're a religious person.
Well, I am a believer in Jesus, if that's what you mean.
Well, I think that's what I mean. I've just been thinking about something lately, and I thought maybe you could help explain it.
Well, I'll try my best.
So, you believe that there's a loving God, and you believe he can do anything?
I sure do.
So tell me, why would a loving God who can do anything allow bad things to happen? I just don't get it.
That's a good question. And that's why I love my Bible. I like to call it the history book of the universe, because it tells us why things are the way they are. Are you familiar with God's Word?
A little. We went to church when I was young.
Okay, so the Bible tells us that way back in the beginning, when God created the world, nothing bad ever happened. Everything was perfect.
That is really hard to imagine.
I know, but sadly, it didn't stay that way for long.
Adam and Eve?
Yes, but remember, it's not just a story. They were real people in a real place. Do you remember what happened?
God gave them everything in the garden except fruit from the one tree?
That's correct. And he warned them not to eat of it and told them what would happen if they did. But then the serpent lied to Eve, and they chose to believe the serpent instead of God, and they ate the fruit.
But I don't get it. What does that have to do with the bad things that happen now?
Well, when Adam and Eve disobeyed God, everything changed immediately. Sin and death entered the world like a curse, and it affected everybody and everything. In fact, it eventually got so bad and so evil that God sent a global flood, the biggest catastrophe ever, and only 8 people and a bunch of animals survived.
Noah's Ark?
That's correct. But sadly, the curse remained. And that's why everything is still so evil, and why there's disease and death and hurricanes and earthquakes and poisonous snakes. You get the idea.
So all this time we've been living under a curse.
Yes, but the good news is it's not going to always be that way. God has promised to remove the curse. We just don't know when. Could be soon, though.
Oh, good. You're back. Is Cassie with you?
Yes, I'm here, unfortunately.
Well, it's good to see you're helping at least.
Well, it wasn't my idea.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Oh, sorry.
Okay, all right, okay. Let's put the fishing poles down, shall we?
Hey, it's not my fault you made me carry it.
I did not. All I said was, if you don't help, you don't eat. It was your choice.
Some choice.
It's gonna get dark soon. We need to get situated. The outpost here should sleep us all, or there's a treehouse just down the path that'll sleep 4 people. Take your pick.
Oh, we'll take the treehouse.
Are you sure? It's pretty high.
Oh, that's the best part.
You'll have to climb a ladder.
Oh, I am so excited about that.
I don't know. I fell off a 30-foot ladder once.
Oh no, were you okay?
Yeah. I was only on the bottom rung, though.
You don't have to worry about Gramps. He'll be just fine.
All right. But if you fall and break a leg, don't come running to me. What about you two?
We'll take the boat.
Oh, sorry. Not an option. Company rules.
Well, I'm not sleeping in there, that's for sure.
Why? What's wrong with it? Oh, yeah. We'll take the treehouse.
Oh, it can't be that bad. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, treehouse is full.
That's fine. Why don't you guys take your stuff to the treehouse, and I'll get dinner started.
What's on the menu?
And it better not be fish. That's all I can say.
Well, as long as I'm skipper, there won't be any fish on the menu. The last time I went to a seafood restaurant, I slipped and pulled a mussel. It made me really crabby.
That was pretty shellfish of you.
Mom, don't encourage him. Ooh.
Quick, let's go before we get wet.
Oh boy, hope this doesn't spoil our snipe hunt.
Very good. How many of you guys are scared when the lightnings flash and the thunder rolls? Did you know that's a form of God speaking? He has spoken many times in the Bible times to people, and sometimes it would thunder. Do you think of that when that happens? Sometimes you think of God. He's big, but he also loves us. So, for closing